So there's an interesting time in our businesses as founders, owners, CEOs, where we start to get traction. Our business starts to head toward momentum phase where we're starting to get more than one customer. And the old ways of working aren't helping us any longer. And what's building up is the frustration, the stress, the anxiety around how we're going to keep our business growing when our customers are also putting more demands on us and putting more wants on us as owners and our providers of our service or our product. Hey friends, my name is Andy Smith. I've founded a dozen companies. I've exited 2 for 8 figures and love helping founders, owners, CEOs get their business from launch phase to momentum phase. We work with them in a variety of capacities, but let's jump right in today to the topic. So here's what we got to do. We got to get really clear on when the stress, anxiety, and fear start to build up. That the train on the railroad tracks is what I was used to say is getting wobbly and starting to go faster. But at any moment, it's going to fall off and our business is going to risk failure. We're going to risk failure. We're going to risk letting everyone down because we don't know how to properly put the foundation, the ability to scale inside our venture. So how do we build that foundation? How do we get clear? How do we get rid of the uncertainty? How do we get focused on what moves the needle? So here are 5 things that we use inside our business to get very structured, get very aligned, and to be able to scale through employee growth, scale through customer attrition, bringing on more customers, and generally help our lives be better, our employees' lives be better, and our customers' lives, and most importantly, customer experience with us be better. So number 1, phone, text messaging, and email. Those are 3 pretty predominant things. And those are the tools that we use, mainly phone and text, when it is a mission critical moment right now. We do not send other things via text messages in our company because frankly, it's just a distraction. It is something that will take your attention away from what you're doing right now. So we limit phone calls and we limit text messaging to really mission critical things. Email is still a very prevalent thing inside of our companies. We just have to be able to prioritize when we're looking at those emails. So that's number 1. Number 2, we have 2 different communication tools that we use company-wide. And throughout all of our ventures that we work with, there is Slack. If you've not heard of Slack, it's a great tool, a little daunting at first, but it's a great tool for being able to share much content, much things to a wide group of audience. You can store files, you can set priorities, you can hyperlink, you can have direct messages, discussions with folks. Slack is a wonderful tool for rapid responses when phone calls and text messages are not needed. It's just not a priority for those. These are a great tool. The other one we actually use this and we adopted it about 2 months ago, is a platform called circle.io. We actually built our launch to the number 2/2momentum.com platform on circle.io. That lets us brand our entire company around our channel. We have communication channels, we have direct messaging channels, we have all of our coursework and our program work there. We have links to our Google Drive, links to our action item list. We have everything we need inside that community. That's the one we use, circle.io. Super cool, super easy to use. We built that out in a matter of a weekend and then went live with it on a Monday, and now everyone's using it. We can invite people into from outside our organization and give them certain access levels so that we can really have a tribe, a community, a network in one central location off of social media, which can be a little bit strange at times. The number 3 thing we used is a Gantt chart. And let me talk about a Gantt chart because to an engineer like myself, going way back, that sounds neat and cool and very structured, but it can be daunting to someone who doesn't know what even a Gantt chart means or how to use it or why to use it, all of that. Here's the reason for the Gantt chart. We work with multiple companies. We own the companies. We have a portfolio of ventures that we work with. So there's a lot going on. Now, when there's a lot going on, the way we prioritize that is we say, okay, what are the big 3 to 5 things that we're working on in our company? So the big 3 to 5 rocks, where are the priorities? So we take a priority, a customer for us. We have a plethora of customers. Think of a bag of golf balls in all different colors. That's our customer bucket. We take our customer, we identify the 3 to 5 needle moving rocks, boulders that will help that customer go from where they are today to where they want to go in the future. What are the 3 to 5 things that will help move the needle for them on that trajectory, that path? We write those 3 to 5 things down. Then we take each one by one, and we identify that boulder, that rock, that singular rock. What now are the initiatives to move that rock forward? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Now we've got a pretty clear picture, but there's one step that you've got to figure out at the end and not forget. That's to brain dump every activity that you need to do, or someone on your team needs to do, or someone outside your team needs to do in order to get that rock move. So this is where you identify the rock, you identify every action that needs to be done, and you brain dump everything out of your head onto what we use as a Gantt chart. That allows us to do one thing. When we didn't do Gantt charts and we had action item list only, we realized that no one else on the team knew when the other priority was due in relation to their task. So everything felt immediate. Everything felt like I need to be doing this right now. When we added in the Gantt chart to our action list, boom, magic happened. Now I could see that this action that's assigned to me doesn't need to be done quite yet today, so I don't need to stress. I can plan, put that in my calendar for a future day that coincides to the big needle moving rock getting moved and relies on someone else. So great example of that is we needed a company headshot from someone. The person getting the picture for the headshot, priority number one to get that done today, not knowing that the headshot really didn't need to be done for another 2 weeks. So there was a lot of stress on one hand, a lot of no stress on the other hand, because of information, knowledge wasn't there. When you see that on a Gantt chart, you realize, I have plenty of time to schedule that in a time that is good for me in the future, that still meets their deadline, still keeps things moving. So Gantt chart. Number 4, our newest tool, maybe our best tool ever over the last 20 years of building ventures, is a tool called ProspectFlow. That's a tool that we use to encompass our CRM, our calendar, our Calendly type looking link, which is how you make appointments with other people, our social media scheduling. We got rid of our Whirlpulse because this does it all. Also keeps track of our leads, our email list, our email blast, our website hosting. It does a plethora of stuff. Super powerful tool. We are loving that from day one, and we're still figuring out all the functionality. And as a place our whole entire team can come in, we can see where everything is. We can see our funnel in real time. We can see what cold leads are coming in, where we're getting them converted, where we're losing, where we're winning, percentages, all of that. Dollar flow amounts is fantastic, all in one, very affordable, extremely powerful, extremely beneficial to us. And that is our number 4 tool. Our 5th tool is been in our portfolio for only a week, but it is seeing drastic benefits to us already, called Dripify. It has automated our LinkedIn automation. So what Dripify replaces is myself manually going in, scrubbing a list of Sales Navigator, figuring out who I wanted to talk to, reaching out to them, and contacting them. So old way of doing it. I would go to LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, or LinkedIn. I would do a search for the people I wanted to be around and wanted to have in my network. I would search them out, find them, find something interesting about them that was a connection between the two of us. If it fit us talking to one another and being part of each other's tribe and community, I would reach out to them. I would wait for them to respond. If they responded, great. If they didn't, well, just kind of great. That invitation sort of sat there. Well, then I thought, well, this is not scalable. I can't continue to do this at scale. It just takes too long. So I hired a virtual assistant. Virtual assistant would do that for me. They would go in and they would build a list up for me. They would find some interesting similarities between the two of us. And then we would reach out to them looking for an appointment. Everything in my world is driven down to a phone call where we can have a one-on-one conversation to see if there's a way to work together, help each other, make connections for each other, etc. Well, Dripify allows you to do this at scale. You simply pull up a list of interesting people that you want to reach out to from Sales Navigator. You copy that over to Dripify. Dripify then lets you set up a sequence automation where you can reach out to that person. You can see their profile. You can then send them a message. You can wait a day. It gives you complete functionality to reaching out to them, building up your community, building up your tribe. And here's what happened in 1 week. Started reaching out to folks with warm messages, not just spammy crap stuff that goes out. Decently written warm messages. We've had a very high acceptance rate of our reach outs. We've had about 26 conversations started through DM. We've had 5 phone calls. 1 customer came into our network, into our Launching Momentum programs through that outreach. So really excited about that. That's super fun. Love building up community, love meeting people, love talking to them, and that's the tool to help us take some of the burden off of us personally and allow us to accelerate, amplify our efforts. Because everything we want to do and everything that we're building is around effectiveness and efficiency. And those are 2 very different things, but 2 things that we really strive for. So effectiveness and efficiency. All right, friends, a whole lot of talk in there. Hope you got some value from how we're putting structure into our companies. If I can answer any questions, if our team can answer any questions, please reach out, let us know. Love to hear anything comment-wise you have from this building or from this episode. And our goal is to help you build your venture from where it is today to where you want it to be so that we can 10x the investment you're going to make with us and you can live a life that you really enjoy living, because that's what it's all about. And when you're thriving, your business will thrive, because there's no sense in simply surviving. Hi friends, Andy Smith, love your feedback. Thank you for being a part of this journey and look forward to talking to you soon.